Hello everybody, welcome to another day of Ultima Online Forever. So in this particular episode or stream, I'm mainly going to be silent and just play. And so if you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions. Now I know people are going to join in. So if you have questions, just feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll mainly be muted most of the time and just play the game. Welcome to all those that are watching. I know I'm mainly playing silent. It's also because I have a lot of noise in the background. I have my kid right here. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'm just playing the game silently. Hi, Caleb Gaming number one. Yes, this game is old, but if you've liked Albion Online, this is basically the parent of what Albion Online was, or is today. This game came out in 1997. Well, not the game came out, but the shard didn't come out. They've had a lot of improvements and a lot of changes. So if you really like Albion Online, this game, in my own personal opinion, uh, far out surpasses Albion Online in what it can be do. Does it make sense? I know it looks old, but a lot of the basis that he's fine. He's fine. I'm purposely streaming, but if he makes noise, he makes noise. So Albion Online came from somewhere, right? From some developers, and some people had the ideas. If you've ever heard of RuneScape, RuneScape is an old game, right? Ultima Online, this game right here, is even older than that. And when you mix Ultima Online and combine it together with RuneScape, that's where you get Albion Online. But the thing about Ultima Online is it has a lot of things that Albion Online doesn't have, such as a pet system. And you notice that I'm a pet tamer, and I have these very unique, distinct, different type of pet. I have a elder dragon, and I have a crab pet. And I've been trying to level up this crab pet. You see, this is the better. I know it has a. I shouldn't put that name up there, but he has a that's the kind of crab I want to level up to get to. Is my crab will eventually look kind of like that, and then it'll be able to have much more power and do a lot more. So right here, yes, this is an old game, but it's kind of the basis of, like, every time I play Albion Online, Caleb Gaming number one, this is the game I think about. And I always think Albion Online's missing this. Albion Online's missing this. And yes, they are improving Albion Online by leaps and bounds every day. But it still doesn't even compare to a game like this. Because Ultima Online still has so much that Albion Online doesn't have, nor will they probably ever implement. Such as a pet system. No other type of MMO RPG has the same type of pet system. A graphical pet system, right? Now, when I think of actual pet system, I think of MUDs, multi-user dungeons, multi-user dimensions, fully text-based games. That's when I really think about it. So like D&D type, fantasy like pet system. But this is the one of the, and there may be other games out there, but this is the one game that I've truly actually played since 1997. That's how old I am. And I've played a lot of MMOs, I played a lot of survival games, I played a lot of everything. And I still come back to Ultima Online because no other game has the same type of pet system. Now you can compare it to Pokemon, right? And compare it to other things like that, but it's not the same, right? In Pokemon, you don't have this where you can literally raise your pet, go off, and your pet could go off in town and go rampage, and you could destroy the town, or you could start fighting people or do things in there. You couldn't have other players come in and PvP you anywhere. So like Albion Online, there's a black zone and there's a red zone. Well, here in Ultima Online Forever, the shard, this completely 100% free game, if you're thinking about it. I have a link inside my description. 100% free to download, 100% free to play. But everywhere you go is a black zone. So a player anywhere in the world, and there's a lot of players there, let me even show you this. If I come over here to Britain West, all these people are just sitting here in town. Okay? Let me just show you. See all those names in blue? Those are all real players. Now, any one of these real players can be like a red player or anything else, and they can come in and they can attack you anywhere in the game. I'm standing right here. Someone can come and attack me. Someone could steal my stuff. Someone can come up to me, like this player can come over, or another player can come up here, go invisible like this, go invisible, and if I come over here and if I were to dismount, I can, well, hold on. Let me go to a safer place where there's not so many people. And then I can dismount and you go up and you can thieve and you can steal stuff. So you can steal things from other people. You can PvP people anywhere. And if you die, even in town, someone can loot your body and take everything off your body. That's Ultima Online. And that's where Albion Online took those concepts. It came from this game right here. This is the parent to it. And the skill system as well also has, and if I come over here and I show you, now the skill system is not as near as robust. Does this game still has many people? Yes. Ultima Online Forever. You see, right? There's a real person here. And then if I come back over here to a US Britain East, there's real people over here. Okay, let me get remounted. That's a real person running around. How do you see the live stream chat? How do I see the live stream chat? I see it in the client for Google. Not Google. I'm using the streaming live stream thing for YouTube Studio, which is in Google, and I can see the chat come up. So it just pops up. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, are there a lot of people? These are all real people. And these are just people idling. I don't have an overlay, no. I have a 8K window. So I'm playing on an 8K window and I have multiple monitors. And on one of my monitors I have the live streaming thing so I can actually see the text. Can you show how to kill someone? So this character right here is not a PvP player, right? So there are consequences to doing PvP in town, or consequences for attacking another player that's technically a blue player. You see these are blue pairs? So if I wanted to attack somebody, I would want to be a red player, so I want to actually become a criminal. And when you actually go and you take down and you kill other players, and you kill enough of them, you eventually get marked as a criminal. Now as a criminal character, you can go around and fight other people, but the thing about it being if you're a red character, they're highly more likely to attack you. Now, if I were to go into a different area, such as maybe here, I have a higher chance of running into opponents or other players, like this area, because this area right here is highly lucrative for PvPers to come down here and take your stuff. And so what will happen here is a PvPer will come in, and they'll come in mounted just like this, and they'll run at you like this, and they'll come and they'll strafe by you and hit you, and run past you and strafe you. Now my guy's a mage tamer, so for me to cast spells, I can cast like a explosion spell here, and you see how long it takes me to cast that spell? I do a lot of damage, but normally a PvP player, excuse me, will have like fencing or other things, and they'll literally run straight at you like this and hit you, run back again and hit you again. And so the combat in Ultima Online is much faster and much quicker than Albion Online, and you actually can go down and die a lot quicker and a lot faster. Now, I don't purposely go hunting for PvP because I don't mainly make PvP characters for Ultima Online. The same thing like when I play my Albion Online content. I don't normally make PvP like characters. I play it for the enjoyment for the long term. So like players that like to build up pets and make Pokemon in that sense. So I'm playing it kind of like a game where it's a MMO RPG with extensives of actually leveling up pets. So right here I have this Metastone. This Metastone will show me the extreme level of my Elder Dragon. So I hatched an egg, and then there was a little tiny snake that came out, and the dragon evolved 7 different times to get this. And then you also have these special skills that you give to your meta pet, and they also have levels as well. And you see this person has other different types of dragons as well. Now your dragon, this Elder Dragon right here, also has hit points, stamina, mana, strength, dexterity, intelligence. Your strength is how much damage they actually can do. Dexterity is how fast they can attack. Intelligence is how much mana so you can cast spells. Their armor rating. You can see here what kind of food you have to feed your pet, what kind of packing instincts it has, loyalty rating to me, and then all of their different skills. So wrestling is how much they can do for, think of it as your actual weapon skill. So wrestling is their weapon skill for the pet. Tactics is how much actual extra damage they can do. Resisting spells is for the spells that get cast at them, so 110% resistance. Anatomy is 125, and poison is 138. Now you have to understand the soft cap, excuse me, for all skills is level 100. So anything that's above 100 means it's beyond normal skill. Like Magery 140, this is beyond normal skill. 125 evaluating intelligence, this is how much damage you do with your spells. Meditation, this is how much mana you gain back. Now all these same skills also apply to characters as well. So even though you're leveling up your pets, you can see right here I have 120 animal taming, 120 animal lore. Now to get this, I had to read a scroll, a 105 scroll for animal taming, a 110 scroll for animal taming, a 115 scroll for animal taming, and a 120. And then I had to level it up. Each one of those scrolls increment and cost significantly amount of gold in the game. Now you can only have a max of so many skills, of 700 skills, 700 points worth of skills. So you can't max out everything. So I can't be a bard, I can't be a thief for my character, I can't be wilderness. So that's the part that doesn't take from Albion Online. So Albion Online took that from RuneScape, where they have armor and you can level up everything. So each character you make in Ultima Online, you can only really specialize in 7 different skills. And then once you reach 100, you have to sacrifice some of your other skills. In this case, I sacrifice stealth to get 120 in animal taming. And then you get an extra 20 points for being a high level character and do something else. So you can actually get 120. So if I wanted to level up something else like Magery to 120, I'd have to sacrifice stealth or something other skill down a couple more points to like 60 points. It's a very, very complex game. There's a lot to it. The learning curve is huge. But once you understand it all and learn it all, there really is a lot to the game. Now the other thing about this game too that I wish Albion Online had in some kind of sense is the ability to fast travel. Now the reason why I fast travel is I have to have Magery. And you notice right here when I cast a spell right here, recall, I quickly go to any location. But that's just one part of it. I can come over here and I can drop one of these ruins. And let's say I want to go 3 squares north, or I want to go right here. I can come over here and I could mark this square right here. Did I drop the ruin? Where did I put the ruin? I thought I dropped one. Let me drop another one just in case. Okay, here's my ruin right here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to mark this ruin right here. And what this will do is if I were to cast my spell, this card right here, recall, on this ruin, I'll recall to that exact location. And you can literally mark spots anywhere in the world. Almost anywhere in the world. There's almost any single place. So where you actually mark your ruins in your position matters to where you can recall to. But with the ability to be able to literally mark a location and recall to anywhere in the world allows this distinctively unique being able to go around the world. Now even in PvP, you're thinking, oh, I can just recall and get away from the PvPer. Most PvPers, when they engage in PvP in Ultima Online, last seconds, even less seconds than Albion Online. Literally a player can come in, they'll hit you 2 times, and you're dead. That's how fast the combat is here. And then everything I'm holding, all my special gear, all my special loot, they take it all. And that's the risk that comes with Ultima Online. And a lot of people, some people don't like that. And so that's why they rage quit or end, right? Maybe you play for 3 months and all of a sudden somebody comes in, a PvPer comes in, takes you out, takes all your stuff. You just lost everything. That's the risk that comes with Ultima Online. And some people can't take that. Now for me, the things that you can store, like you can store things in your bank, you can buy a house, you can customize your own house completely. Like in Albion Online, you can buy an island, right? But you can't really customize your island. Not to the extent of what Ultima Online can do. And I do want to actually showcase a video of me building my own house because I lost my house. So I had quit for a while, and then the other downside is if you buy a house, you have to refresh it, so you do have to constantly play. I lost my house, I lost all my things in it, and so I lost millions and millions in gold in my house. And so now I'm just getting back in the game and rebuilding. I only kept a few things, which was the stuff I had in my bank, and the animals I had in my stables. But I lost everything in my house. I lost power scrolls, I lost items, I lost tons of stuff. So can you steal someone's items when they were dead? Yes, you can take everything on them. Everything, every single item that they have in their inventory, including their equipment, you can take here in Ultima Online. There is literally almost no save system for armor or weapons in Ultima Online. Now, in the original game, you could bless items, which right here, do you see this right here? This newbie row or this newbie row. Any of the newbie items will stay on you forever. But like, for example, this, your spellbook is blessed. So any blessed items, they can't take. Now, the main reason why a spellbook is blessed is it basically is the heart of a mage. A mage needs these spells in order to cast spells. So there's no reason to actually steal anybody's spellbook so that they can cast spells. Now, the other thing that they can't steal either are rune books, which are these runes right here. So even if I were to die, all these rune books stay with me, which allows me to be able to fast travel with it. So if you lost your rune books and you lost your spellbook, if your spellbook was not blessed, it kind of really would make people not want to play anymore, because then you would have to literally have multiple copies of rune books in order to go around the map and do different things. So when I do die, the only thing that stay on me are my spellbook, my rune books, which has my runes to be able to transport around, any newbie items, which I have my scissors, which is newbied, and my little dagger, which is newbied. But everything else, like my chest, all these things, all my potions, all my regents, everything in here drops on the ground, and a player can take it all. Everything. Everything of value they can take. Now the risk is, if a player attacks me, the same thing like a black zone, and they can't make it because my pets kill the opponent, I get to take all of his stuff. So there's risk and reward in both sides at all times in Ultima Online. And do opponents attack me sometimes? Yes. And do opponents sometimes die? Yes. But I mainly normally die because I'm a pet tamer. A pet tamer is not a good PvPer in Ultima Online. They're just not built to do it. Because you can see right here, you can run this way. Your pets only run so fast. See? I can outrun a pet. And a PvPer can come over here and go, boom, hit you. Boom, hit you again. Boom, third hit, you're dead. That fast. That's how fast PvP happens in Ultima Online. And so you have to be just as fast and just as quick with either your abilities, your skills, or your spells, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. So combat in Ultima Online when you're doing PvP is much quicker, much faster. And I don't tend to engage in it too much because what my main purpose, what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to level up and evolve my crab. Now I'm trying to unlink this stone, which literally is 29 minutes. So in 29 minutes, I'll unlink it, and then I can link it to my crab. And the main reason why I'm not buying another one of these stones, this stone cost me 3 million in gold. Now gold might not seem that much, that doesn't sound like a lot, but in Ultima Online, millions of gold is worth a ton. For example, a dragon egg to hatch this hatch only costs 500,000 gold. Right? So 3 million gold, 500,000 is a lot. It takes me 3 hours to make maybe 200,000 gold. That's how slow it is to make gold in Ultima Online. So gold really is of huge value. I don't spend any real money, just like I don't spend any real money in Albion Online. And so that's why it takes me a lot longer, and I just enjoy the game and play the game. Now the main things that I'm doing right here, I'm fighting mobs that most people don't fight very often unless you have really, really high tier. So I'm fighting high level monsters. Like this ancient wire, it's kind of considered near an end level pet, an end level monster. And then the ball runs as well are also considered end level monsters as well. But also to your point with their Go Lupan, you can steal items in people's bags and inventory even when they're alive in Ultima Online. Let me showcase that a little bit, because my guy also has I leveled up 2 skills, and the 2 skills that I have here is I can dismount, Well, let me finish killing this worm, this ancient worm, before he actually kills my pet. And the damage that he's doing is huge. This is why this is considered an end-level monster. And I'm farming them for gold, as well as I'm farming it to level up my actual, my crab. Alright, so what you can do here as a thief is I'm going to go invisible. See how... why is my stealth not working? Oh, it's because I'm trying to heal the guy at the same time. Hold on, let me turn off this other thing. Okay, so I'm going to hide. And you see right here? As a thief, you can walk around stealth like this. So I'm invisible to all other players. And what happens is you can walk up to somebody invisible and you can look in their bag and you can steal their items. So staying in one spot for a long time, even at the bank, is dangerous in Ultima Online. Because people can steal all your stuff. Now they can't steal the stuff that you're wearing, and they can't steal your blessed items. Let's rename this ruin. Let me figure which book I wanted to put it in. This one right here. Pretty sure I had one more. Oh, there it is. And this right here is a ball run. You see right here, here's one spell. Took more than 50% of my life. If he casts a second spell on me, this ball run right here, the Lord of Abyss, or whatever his name is, I would be dead. That's how fast combat is in Ultima Online. And I can't have any more hit points. I'm at my max hit points. So literally, the risk is great. And then when you die, it's hard to get resurrected. You have to go find a healer, and or you have to have another player come in and heal you or resurrect you. Now the nice thing about Ultima Online Forever, the shard that I'm playing, is the free shard, is you can have 3 accounts, and you can play 3 accounts at the same time simultaneously, or 3 characters simultaneously. So I do have more than one account and more than one character because of the way that I play, and I have more than one pet tamer. What that means is when I'm fighting a mob that's even bigger than what I'm fighting. So if you notice that some of them, when I'm playing this game, some of the mobs are called paragons. Think of a paragon as a boss for whatever mobs. And any mob can turn into an actual paragon. So the other reason, second reason why I'm coming over here and I'm fighting these ball runs. Where are my bandages now? Okay. I turn on my macro again. So the other reason why I'm fighting these ball runs is I'm trying to turn one of them into a paragon. When I turn it into a paragon, I have a chance at getting higher and better loot. So if I come over here, and let me just show you my house real quick. And again, I had to rebuild this house, and this is the first time I ever built. Wrong button. This is the first time I ever built a pre-made house. I don't like a pre-made house because I can't customize it. All these right here, these are people built houses. This is a player built this house. A player built this house. And these are not even nice houses. These are just normal house. Let me show you a nice house. Let me show you Calcifer's home. I was once in this guild. This is Calcifer's home. Now he has this open, and he has a rune book library here, right here. And he shares this with everybody. So anybody can come over here, any player can walk into this person's home and find this huge rune book library to travel anywhere in the world to do different things. Now you can see Calcifer's home right here is a very, he built this home fully by himself. And all of these things that he has here to showcase what he's done are rewards he picked up from treasure chest or defeating certain mobs or other things. So you can design your own house in full. He even has the inside of his house. He even has chairs and everything. He's designed his house in full, as you can see right here. And this is just one player's home. Like if I were to walk around here and look at all these different houses. And then also people have merchants. So that's the other thing about Ultima Online. Each one of these person's home, I can come over here and I can look at what their merchants have and see what they have for sale. And I can come over and, oh, that's maybe something I don't want. I can come over here and I can buy it. So going around and looking at other people's homes and all the different merchants they have. Now, this is not a really good showcasing of merchants. So I have a different library here. So if I were to come to, I'm pretty sure this one. You see, here's homes with a whole bunch of different merchants, and they have different items and stuff like that. I'm gonna get out of here. And see, there's players running around all over the place, and the world's huge. But anyways, back to my tiny little home that I need to rebuild it. This is just a temporary home for right now until I fully flesh it out. Now, I've gotten a whole bunch of these chests right here. Now, I haven't seen where there's Ancient Worm, Paragon Soul Collector, Ball Run, and a Paragon Another Slayer. When I open these chests, and let me just show you. First, you need a high-level person with lock-picking skill. So I have another character, and I'm going to log into that character right now. Well, I know the screen just went black because I'm opening up the actual client. I'm opening up another client for the game. In the game, I'm going to log in as another character. Actually, this character doesn't have lockpicking. That's okay. I'll log him in anyways. So that's one of my characters. What I need to do is I need to log off this character because my lockpicking guy is on another account. And then I have to wait for that person to log out in full, and then I'll be able to log in my other character, and then I can come over here and I can lockpick one of these chests, and in the chest has a whole bunch of different loot. And you really have a chance to get something good or not something good at all. Like, the chances are all over the place. You could get something good, you may not. Now, these right here, Vivify Relic, this is what you're kind of trying to get for endgame content. These are special skills for do special things. Not only do they have special skills for pets, they also have special skills for players as well. Such as if you wanted to be a paladin with special skills, you have to go find the skill and or buy it from another player. If you wanted to be a necromancer, if you wanted to be a specialized mage that does more damages as a mage, or a specialized mage that can summon things, they have relics in the game that you have to go find, get, consume, and then all of a sudden you become a more powerful player because you have an extra skill that other players do not have because you found it as a reward. Same thing like my pet. My pet has 3 skills and they're almost level 10 in all of them, and then my pet will be much more powerful than other people's. So hopefully that makes more sense on a lot of different levels. Let me bring in my locksmith right now. Okay, so I bring in my locksmith right here. Now my locksmith is that player right there. He's going to come over here. He's going to unlock the ancient Wyram chest. I'm going to put the chest on the ground. And then I have to spend time and I have to use my lockpicking skill. It doesn't work all 100% of the time. Oh, well, I guess it did work on that one. Okay, now you have to move away from the chest because even though I unlocked it, the chest always have a trap on it. So I'm going to use telekinesis and set off the trap. Now if I was standing right next to the trap, it would be instantly open it up and I would die. Now you see in this chest right here, when you fight a Paragon Ancient Wyram, this is the type of loot that you get. So you get one of these T6 treasure maps, which also can give you loot as well. These maps sell for 20k in gold, sometimes 25k in gold. And then you just have a bunch of other things. Now I didn't get any relics or anything in there. Let me just move all this stuff out of the way. I just want to make sure I don't have any items that are going to expire. Normally there's at least one good piece of loot in here on top of besides the treasure map. Now you'd have to come over here and identify them so that I have this wand of identification. So I can use this on different items like this. I can come over here and identify it. And you can see it's a substantial might accurate attack 6x5. That's not that good, so I'm not even going to worry about it. I don't actually see anything in this chest that I really want. I know they have a bunch of these. We're just going to toss them. These are regions to cast spells. I didn't mean to actually open this chest right this second, but I just wanted to showcase that you can get all the different loot, and you can really get, sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you don't. Put this chest back in here for right now. We'll go through that loot a little bit later. Maybe one of the Paragons. Did I already loot this one? That one's already empty. This one's not empty though. Let's try to open one more chest here. See if it has a relic or something in it. They really are rare. Like you can fight like hundreds of different ball runs and still never get anything good. And then all of a sudden you can fight like maybe just a couple bar runs, and then you get really, really lucky in one of these chests. I'm trying to open up this right now. Sometimes you're successful, sometimes you're not. Bar run chests are always definitely a lot harder. Okay, now that I opened that one, we're going to telekinesis here. Set up the trap. See if we got lucky. No, just another tier 6 treasure map. And a whole bunch more. So I had 7,000 gold for the other one. I don't know how much gold this one will have. We'll do a whole nother stack. I do have to be careful because I can't carry that much weight. That's the other thing, is you only can carry so many items. How much does it have in total? So that one also had 7,000, which is a decent amount of gold. I don't see any relics. I don't see any infinity items. Maybe, wait, is this an infinity? No, it's just a separate crook. Sometime a normal item can actually be an infinity item. Nope, this one doesn't really have anything in it either, so I didn't luck out. The only thing worth taking out was the treasure map and the gold, and then the regents. So, I didn't luck out with those two chests. We're going to dump this one back in here for right now. I'll dump the gold in here too. Can I carry all this? Alright, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bless myself so I gain a little bit more strength. I have just enough strength to take it. Now I'm going to take this all the way back to home. And you quickly want to toss all your maps in here of value back into the bank. And I'm also going to take this right here. We're going to take those out of that bag and put it in there. So, a lot to the game. Nobody's asking any more questions, and or they may have left. So we'll go back to playing a little bit more silent again. But thank you, Killer Gamer number 1 for stopping by, and Golik Pong for stopping by and asking questions. Oh, I do want to touch on one other thing, because there is still one other person watching. So in this game as well, there's a lot of to do. If you really want to be good at this game, you do have to learn a little bit of coding, whether it's Python, scripting, Razor. And the main reason why you have to learn coding and scripting is you'll see right here. When I know I'm saying see right here, you're not ever going to look at it right here. So right here, I have a bunch of scripts that are running right here, UO Forever. And the scripts do different things. So for example, if I were to come over and I wanted to, let me find a script that I can cleanly show without causing too many things. Because I don't want to give away my ID. Here's a better one. So come over to scripting. And I come over here and you can script out a whole bunch of things. So you can have a player move in different directions, use an item with an actual ID, wait for a target, execute, pause. So over here you have to learn coding and scripting to do different things. Now that's just one of those type of different scripts. But over here, you also, if you want to be really good at it, so for this one should be technically safe as long as I scroll down to the part that doesn't have my IDs. For example, this right here. There's a more complicated script. So in the script right here, you can see that this pulls down and you have to do else if statements. If this is in a certain statement, go use, wait for a certain target, recall, go through. And so when I'm hitting one single button, it's doing all of these actions and then either moving all my gold coins into the bank and immediately in one action. And then I have a pause, and then you notice that I always do deposit, check 5,000, so I put 500,000 gold in a check so I can buy items, call the guards in case somebody's trying to attack me, and then use a hiding skill. So all of this happens with one click of one button. So that's kind of how this works right here, okay? Hopefully that explains. And so what I just did right there, I hit one button, I recall, open my bank, throw my gold in it, deposit it, and do all that in one action. And the same thing right here is when I come over here and I do another action, I hit one button, one action, and I throw all these regens quickly into it. Otherwise, what I have to do is I literally have to come over here and move one item at a time. So learning how to code and learning how to script is another benefit that Ultima Online provides. The other games don't give you that same experience. It really will force you to actually start learning a skill that's valuable in the real world. And that's how kind of I learn different type of scripting, different code, and to do different things. And you really have to figure it out to make it do exactly like you want. For example, here's another one I really want to showcase too, which is this one right here. So this one is my healing pet one. So healing none while true, and then an integer 0, and then it comes down and it does a whole bunch of different scripting here. And the scripting goes through and it pulls through and it says, okay, if pet hit points are integer less than 23 hit points, and or pet is poisoned and within range, then try to bandage pet. If target is heal is true equals false, then come through and then search through my pet name, through my pet list, which I have my IDs up there, which I don't really want to showcase too much, but up there is the IDs, and then item, pull an item, and then over here I added this in just recently. So if player's mana is less than 95%, player use skill meditation. Then pause again for this one. Now this is Python. And because it's Python, it's not the same thing as adding in the squiggly lines, open, close brackets. So there's a lot to the coding and scripting to this game. And all this exists in Ultima, and you can build very complex things and do really complex things beyond what other games allow you to even do. So, anyways, that's my spiel on that. Has this been able? Can I link it now? 8 more minutes. So in 8 more minutes, I will finally be able to unlink my stone and link it to my crab and give my crab some skills. That's the exciting part for me for right now. I'm really excited for that, honestly. Oh, while we're doing that, we'll fight more ball runs. What I'm trying to find is I'm trying to find relics, and those relics I'm trying to actually, so I can get more skills for my actual meta crab. I know I was geeking out there with a bunch of code, but if anybody has questions, I can really show a lot of things. Another side note too, all my coding skills I learned the unconventional way. I learned it from playing video games. I didn't go to school for it. I didn't read any books. I didn't go and study in any classroom. I just learned to code because I wanted to be better at the game. Or whatever game I want to play. This is one of the kind of games that I like to learn from for coding and stuff. The other type of game is called MUDs, multi-user dungeons. Full text-based games. And those full text-based games really have, they can teach you a lot. A lot. If you spend the time to do what it takes to learn. So much so that I even coded my own MUD. And I learned this back in 2020. Like I was always just like a normal person, right? I played video games and I played the game. But back in 2020, the game I wanted to play stopped me from playing it. So I couldn't play it anymore. So I looked for the code base to play it myself. So the MUD didn't let me play it anymore, so I had to go find my own MUD. So I pulled up my own MUD and pulled up some old code from 1993. No idea what I was looking at, and I just stared at it for months and months and months, fiddling, changing, trying to get it to work. And that's how I self-taught myself. By backwards trying to fix a broken code from 1993 to get it to work. And eventually I got really, really good at it to a point where, let me heal myself quickly. To a point where I even have people that play on my game, I play on my server, the game that I host, and they ask me a question to fix something, I could fix it in minutes or seconds. And I've gotten really, really good at doing that, so. Just coming from the love of playing video games. And then my server is literally meant for players, not for the hassle of, for the admin trying to do it. I built games specifically for players to have fun. It's not about the graphics to me, it's not about anything else like that, it's all about playability and fun. I don't even know what I want to do with these Monsters of the Week redemption tokens. Honestly, I'm thinking of just tossing them, they're just adding weight. Because I never care what Monster of the Week is. The real question, though, is can another player use it? So if I were to go to my house, if I were to drop this on the ground, if this player were to come over here and pick this up, oh, he can. Here, we'll vote on this. Well, another player can redeem it. This is where I was sticking him. I couldn't even remember where I was sticking him. Alright. Unlink. Can I unlink it? 3 minutes. Oh, I'm waiting, and I can't get to it yet. Alright, this is where you have to play sneaky. So I come over here, I tell my pets to stay here. Now this is something you can't do in Albion, right? Right? Leave your pets there. Come over here, aggro that ball run. Alright, aggro both of them. I don't want both of them. I only want one of them. So I say I aggro this ball run, and he's gonna come out, and I tell my pets to come over here and attack him while I pulled just that one mob. Now obviously I have to come over here. I have to... Yeah, the green means I'm poisoned. And I'm literally controlling each pet to do different actions based on me typing out words is normally what you do. I'm not actually typing the words. I have little macros that I push and it fulfills the action for me. Soon I'll be able to find out exactly how much XP my crab's actually making soon. And literally the amount of time I've taken to level up my crab, which is now level 3, is far faster than a lot of people. Like, leveling up 1 level a day for your meta pet is extremely, extremely fast. It takes a lot longer than 1 day to level up your meta pet. 1 stage every single stage, and this is not good. Another ball run just spawned. I need my dragon on that one. Alright, so now that I have that one, I need to come back over here. I need to fight this ball run. And see if an ad comes in here. Because if you saw how fast you can literally go down. I don't know what I'm going to do with all those charge crystals. And you see my pet's dying? You have to literally focus on healing, coming in close. And if I were to step close enough to the ball run, he can easily switch to me. And the ball run can take me out in 2 to 3 hits. So it really is a delicate balance for trying to fight mobs like this. And you don't like have tons of hit points. You don't have tons of things where you can do all these fancy things. It's big risk and possible big reward. Or no reward at all, and if I die, I have a chance of losing everything. Because even from a like in Albion Online, right? If you die in blue zone, yellow zones, you don't drop everything on the ground. Here in Ultima Online, when you die, you drop everything on the ground. Regardless if it's a player, regardless if it's a monster. So dying out in the wilderness, you can also still lose all of your stuff. So the risk is always constantly there. And this is the original how the game was played. I really don't know what to do with these things. I should probably look it up. Plus, you have all these things that even I don't like. I know I need to go to the multifaceted charge. I need to go find someplace in Hilloth. And I need to put it in. But what I really want to do... There, I successfully unlinked it. I combine the stone to V. I can now V. Okay, he is not even close to level 4. But I can now take Tidal Wave. Not Calming Tide, I don't want that one. I want Tidal Wave. And I can apply a relic. I can apply this relic. I did. Yes. And there it is. Nice. Now he finally has a skill. I only have 1 slot for ability slots, but now he finally has a skill. Now I don't need to apply the second tidal wave just a second. But he's only 1 of 1. I need to find 6 more of these to get the skill up higher. But first I have to level up to level 1. So what I really want to actually know is, does it work how I think it works? So if I want to apply another relic, I can apply this one right here. Oh. Do I have to disable it? Hold on. Let me see if this works this way. Okay, You have to disable it first. Then you can re-enable it, and now see you can do 1 to 2. Okay, let's see how it all works. Alright, put the metastone back in here. Figure out what to do with all these charge stones. But now my crab has skills. Has a skill. Again, I don't know what to do with these, so I'm just going to toss them in here for now. They're just taking a weight. 2 stones each. Let's go test out my crab's new skill. Oh, what did I just do like a silly person? I should carry the metastone. I don't know why did I put the metastone back in the bank? Okay, Tidal Wave gets leveled up. 1 EXP. Okay. So he's using skills. I just wanted to make sure he was actually using skill. So what Tidal Wave does is it sends out a damage spell, hits the opponent, and then it comes back to the crab. And if it's a single target, it heals the crab. If there's more than one target, it bounces around and does damage to each target that it hits. Which is kind of neat. Somebody's been down here. Someone's over there too. So we're going to just ignore that one. We'll just go back to my ball run fighting. I'm really more excited once my crab reaches level 4, because then it can cast spells and then it can really be doing better damage. Right now it's not doing enough damage, and the XP it gains is based on how much damage it actually does. Oh, come on, dragon. I didn't even see the animation for Tidal Wave. I'm trying to figure out which one is the animation for it. It just happens and you can't see it. Got a long way to go. But I don't think I'm just gonna hold on to that metastone just so I can see a level up. Now, if I really want to level up the crab a little faster, I wouldn't be fighting ball runs. I can go do something really boring. I don't want to do something boring to live stream. I do want to do it offline. So what I would do, and I'll show you after I do this rotation of ball runs. I'm still trying to get a Paragon one. Take that too. Oh, he paralyzed me. So right here, see, I can't move because I'm red. So I'm paralyzed. That's the other thing spells people can do as well. They can cast paralyzing you, and then you can't move. And somebody can come over here and one-shot you. Which happens in this game. A lot. So if I know those people in the comments and I'll be online saying, Black Zone, Black Zone. Come play Ultima Online. I'll show you the true Black Zone. Where everywhere in the world is basically a black zone. The bank's not safe. Nowhere is safe except for your house and inside of West Britain Bank. Other than that, everything's free reign. So even right now where I'm at here, it's free reign. Anyways, so like I was saying, how I level up. So I can go do here something that's boring, because this is literally the level that it's supposed to be at. And I come fight one of these. Now, dragon, I want you to come here. And there's the boring thing. Now, literally, my crab is going to fight this deep earth elemental. And this is the better way of leveling up. So it's basically going to do some damage. So it has 394 hit points. So when my crab defeats this deep earth elemental, it will get 394 points based on his hit points. So, this is what I normally do. I would do this, and I would watch a movie. Like, I'd go watch, like, Netflix. And just sit here and just level up the crab. Now, it is a good thing, because he is still getting Tidal Wave experience points. You can see his Tidal Wave is leveling up. I need to get a third Tidal Wave sooner than later. Because I do want to level up his skills. But the other thing right here is I do have to be standing close enough to the mob. And close enough to my pet for it to gain EXP. So if you do damage to the mob and it runs away, then you don't get the EXP. What are you doing? Come here. He was trying to go attack that deep sea elemental. And you see right here, 424 hit points. And I should get, so I'm going to do the math here. So this is 62,417. So I should get around close to, this should be 62,800-ish something when this mob dies. If he does all the damage himself. Now, you see it's slow leveling, just like Pokemon, right? I'm trying to level it up. It has 7 stages. Once it reaches stage 4, then I'll really be doing pretty good. Stage 5 is the time where I can actually ride. I can actually hop onto my crab and I can ride my crab like a mount. And then you see how fast I move like this? My crab can move like this, and then I can come over to a player or enemy. I can dismount my crab and my crab can attack. So that's kind of was part of the idea of the crab. Plus the crab only takes 1 slot, so anyways, I need to stand close enough to it. And so we'll watch this EXP should go up. But I was literally waiting for this metastone to reset all these, I think it was like 4 or 5 days. I had to wait. And I didn't know what stage my crab was at, so I can relink it. So my stone's no longer linked to my dragon, it's linked to my crab. Now you see how it refreshed? So 6,284. Exactly like I was thinking. And so this is the technically the faster / slow boring way to level up. is you come level up in this low level area. I mean, maybe it's boring for me, but to people that have never seen the game, maybe it's exciting to fight Earth Elementals. Which it is kind of. This is kind of how a new player would do it, right? They would come over here and try to fight these Earth Elementals. But I've been playing this game for years, and Deep Earth Elementals don't scare me at all. But as a new player, if you go at like, you start off with like fighting small animals, right? Sheeps, goats, cows. Even cows are scary as a new player. If you try to fight a cow or a bull, they'll mess you up. So Deep Earth Elementals are actually dangerous to fight as a new player. I know I'm trying to underplay it, but as a new player, if you were to come over here and you were to fight a Deep Earth Elemental, just log into the game, your chances of winning are, I would say, 0%. Because Deep Earth Elementals are the upgrade to Earth Elementals. See right here, there's an Earth Elemental. And Earth Elemental, I have to get close enough to him, only has 130 hit points. Right? Where a Deep Earth Elemental has more than that. And a normal player right here, 100 hit points is the max hit points you can have once you reach 100 strength. So, and you don't start off with 100 strength. You normally can start off with a max. You can start with 50 strength. You can start with 50 hit points. So if an Earth Elemental already has more than double your hit points, a Deep Earth Elemental, this one right here, has 405 hit points. So times 4 whatever your max hit points are. Plus it has 50 armor, and it literally can do enough damage to take you out. So that's why my pet, this little pet, the crab pet that I have, is pretty strong and powerful. Stand next to him and heal him. So it's not like Albion Online where you can have tons of hit points. 100 hit points is your max hit points. It's just what you have. Yeah, after I fight these Deep Earth Elementals, we'll go back to ball runs and stuff. Make sure I fight this one. Tidal Wave is leveling up. In fact, now that I have that skill, my crab's doing way more damage. This is actually way better. Now that I finally have a skill on him. Now, one of those skills, it literally cost me 400,000 gold for one of those relics. So that's 800,000 gold for 2 skill points. And I only can do 10. And then the ones level up higher are going to cost even more. Anyways, we're done doing that. I don't see the Ancient Lich in here. Someone already killed it. Check the Ancient Worm. Oh, there's a Paragon. Okay, so what we're going to do with that Paragon is we're going to actually pull in another character. If it works, come on. Did I mess up my macro? Play it. 7. I want to fight that Paragon. Just in type of manually. I gotta go fix that, whatever that is, next time. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go back to that Ancient Lich 2. Unless I already brought it down here. Where'd the Paragon go? It walked into here. Oh, that's not good. That's even a worse place to fight it. Alright, I'll bring in my other secondary character. And we'll see how this goes. It's not good. I guarantee it went here. Stand there. Bring in my other character. Attack that. Alright. I'm watching this. Because you see right here, this ancient worm, 557,000 hit points. And this guy hits like a truck. Now both my guys are bandaging, so this guy's bandaging and my other guy's bandaging as well. And we're healing up this guy. Now normally I have to cast healing spells at the same time, but because both my guys have full mana, I think it's doing good. And this guy can drop a chest, it can drop metastones, I can drop metastones, but relics. Now this is what I was trying to farm. I was trying to farm these paragons. Oh, we'll drop a chest. Oh, let's put the money in there. Oh, that chest is way too heavy. Drop this on the ground. Come on. Where's my character? Drop this on the ground. Grab that chest. Take the chest back to the holes. I'm too encumbered. Oh, okay, where's Bless? And let's go back to the house. Let's quickly put the chest in here. We'll open that later. And then we'll go back there. Now the nice thing about being in the where it just took it in here is other people didn't see where he went. So it's kind of nice. We'll live the fight without any disruptions. Pick up this gold. Sweet. I have a full inventory again. Put my other character back into standby. Gotta fix the macro on that thing. Now if I was really, when Winter Dungeon and other things come on, I can showcase both characters a little bit more. Now you see this right here? The dragon fruit only drops when your dragon has leveled up and rolled over more than twice. So once this green dragon right here rolls or levels up another time, he will be able to start drop dragon fruit. And once he drops dragon fruit, I can sell these dragon fruits for 2k gold per. Now I already sold off like 700 dragon fruit because my other character literally had a whole bunch. But dragon fruit only drops from those bigger mobs. Okay, let's restock on bandages and everything else that we need. I actually don't like this bank because there's too many people here. Let's set a different... I know that one. Let's try Serpent Hold. So the reason I'm switching banks is because I normally have had thieves come in and literally try to steal all my stuff in my inventory. And I don't like that. Don't like it at all. Let's take those bandages. Let's do this too. Let's go here. Let's do regents. 33. I'll take 33 from this bag. That'll fill those all up perfect. Alright. Go back to ball runs. It's not a paragon, so we're okay. Now some of my other videos I showcase these ballroom paragons or those ancient warrior paragons literally taking me out in seconds. So for the other paragon ancient warrior to go down as that fast was actually really good. Even with two dragons, even with two of these elder dragons. And I make it seem simple like I just have two guys with elder dragons. It took me months to raise those dragons to where they're at. Kind of thing like Ark Survival, if you've ever played Ark Survival. That's a fun game too. It reminds me of that. Without any mods, like not trying to level up your pet fast or anything like that, and then specialize your pet. And if my brother ever starts playing Ark Survival, one of my brothers, oh, I would play Ark Survival with him. I had coworkers playing Ark Survival actually recently. It'll be interesting. But right now, Ultima Online. Cause I got a crab. My crab's leveling up. Hideaway's leveling up nicely. I should actually see how much EXP this guy gets from this. 63,972. And he's not getting that much EXP because the dragon's doing the most of the damage. But he's still getting EXP. I should identify the leather cap, why not? Leather is a good for invulnerability. Look at that. That's actually a really good cap. That's the highest level cap you can get. So what that does right here, I don't even know if I have. Right here, you see 23 physical resistance? If you wear an invulnerability one, it takes it up 5 points. That's huge. Because if I were to wear a normal leather cap, it would not take it up 5 points. It maybe even take it only 1 point or half of a point. So it would go to 24 instead of 5 points up. So that's huge amount of this right here is a really good cap invulnerability for leather. Or just ballroom farming. Without a spider. Like normally people do this with a spider pet. But spider pets are even more expensive than what I have. A lot more expensive. Oh, I have a full inventory again. Well, this is not a bad bank to be at. We'll just collect the invulnerability set. You can see right here's invulnerability gloves, invulnerability leather cap. I have to recollect my whole set. I literally had a whole... I probably had like 30 to 50 sets of like full sets of invulnerability leather. And I lost that when I lost my house. So I stopped playing for too long. I left all my items in the house. House fell down and people took all the loot. That's the other thing with Ultima Online. Like if you're not always playing and you buy a house and you store your stuff in the house, you lose your house, you lose everything in your house. And people can take all of it. And the chances of somebody coming and taking all your stuff is very high. That's only if you stop playing though, right? You're not actively playing. Alright, here we come over here. I'm gonna showcase this. A lot of people don't do this, I don't know why. You have your pet stay there, you come over here, you open the door. Yeah, I want just one of them. There, I grabbed one of them. And I move just so he can come out the door. And then once he's out the door, I call my pets out to attack him. I'm gonna pull one and then I can go attack the second. Because if fighting two of them at the same time is very dangerous. And the reason the dragon does so much is because I have a level 10 skill. I have the level 10 Quicksilver. That's why the dragon do so much damage. Because if he didn't have those skills on him, you see how slow it takes to fight this ball run? The Quicksilver is what does the most damage. And the Elder Dragon, this one, is one of the most damaging pets. My Elder Dragon is one that can do a ton of damage. Alright, go back over here. No, there is no guy here. Alright. What about this one? This is back. That's max enough inventory. I always wondered how to get the Shadow Worm out of that room. So it's in this room right here. I don't know how the Shadow Worm gets here. But this is the other guy that we go fishing for, right? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There you go. Now, I believe this ancient Shadow Worm is actually going to do too much damage. Yeah, he's going to do too much damage. I still need 2 players to do this one. Did I fix this macro? Why? What did I break? What did I break? Stop. Play. Fine, whatever. Alright, pull my other guy in there. Alright. Let's go fight the Shadow Worm. What's going on? Get in there. Kill this guy. You see it drops a whole bunch of stuff. More than one page of stuff. Unidentified leather gloves. Just hardening. Okay, we'll leave the rest. Back you go. I'll leave you in the house for now. Stay right here. Okay. Let's go to Hill number 2. Nothing. Let's go focus on leveling the crab, because that's what we're doing, even though it's maybe boring for some people. Ooh, a paragon. So this one right here has 2,000 hit points. So if my crab defeats the whole thing by himself, he'll get 2,000 experience points. That's a paragon. That's not a paragon. I want to see if his tidal wave actually does damage to this guy without actually hitting him. It's supposed to. I'm just looking on the market right now, or the Discord market, specifically looking for those skills, which really seems hard to find based on what I'm seeing, because everybody wants to buy the same skill. Everybody. So what I was really thinking of doing here is I wanted to actually change the color of my dragon. What I really want to do is what color, right? 1154 actually is a pretty nice color. 1173 actually doesn't look bad either. What color is this? That's 89. It cost me 100,000 to change his color though. But I do want to recolor him. Can I do the same thing to my crab? I don't know. Oh, crab has multiple colors too. This costs the same amount. It's fine. But see, this is where I would just go do something else. Right? But I gotta watch, so I'm always here, I'm watching in case somebody comes in and tries to PvP me. But this is where I would just wait and watch and do whatever, right? And then I also have my other character, so I do my other character. He's one of my characters. He's going here, and you might hear the chopping sounds right now because I have it sitting. He's going and harvesting wood. Here, I'll just show you a section of it because I literally have another client. So this client right here is moving right here. See? I know it's not within full frame. Here, I'll put it there. Oh, I messed up the macro. I'm gonna redo it again. I know. Let's kill the macro. Alright, kill it. It's still running around. It's trying to do all these things. Anyways, he runs around, he chops wood. I messed it up because I was dragging the window while the macro was trying to run. Which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't do that. Should not do that. Alright. Is it done? It might be done. Alright. Now we should be able to run it again. Here we go. Here we go. Chop some wood. Just chopping some wood on my other account. And the wood is so I can make this chest. So these right here, I literally spent a whole bunch of gold getting tinkering skill to 120. So I made these all trap boxes. So a thief comes over here. The main reason I have all these different chests is if a thief comes in and tries to steal my stuff, they'll run into trap boxes again and again and again. And I noticed that one of my things is off still, so I'll have to redo that macro as needed. But anyways, that was good. How much lumber he has on him? That's not bad. We'll get him off. Right. Let's come over here. Let's finish this guy off. I should get EXP for this. I'm just speeding it up. Tidal wave is doing damage, it looks like, just not a lot. Not to this higher level. Some leather sleeves. Fortification? Fortification not bad. Grab that. Close this. Not bad EXP. Back to something a little bit more exciting. Because I can always go through that. That's what I've been doing. I've been idling around-ish. Leveling it up. Not idle. I mean, I'm still playing. And I'm not sitting here staring 100% him fighting deep earth elementals over and over and over again. Let's go fight one ancient wireman and see if he's still there. Which it is. Whoa. Wrong bag. That's the correct one. I really want to recolor my jagged. How much do I have? It cost me 100,000 to do it though. I really want to recolor it. But the question is, what color? I really need to go look at all the colors. I'll stick this in. It's okay. Those are not working, but whatever. Leveling up good. Oh, I'm almost out of bandages. change that. Where's this? Counters. One below. 15. Huh. Okay. Purposely to make it harder for a thief. It's a little bit harder. You'll see so many items. I didn't grab any bandages. There we go. I think this is probably a good place to end this. So if you enjoyed this content, please feel free to smash the like button. Helps me out a ton. Helps get this content pushed out to other people so that other people can be aware and see it, maybe learn or grow from it. I know the session was a little bit more quiet on this end. I had a lot of background things going on. If you would like, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. If you have not already, please feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay as well. come back once a week, once a month, check out what content I have, and or come back daily because I am streaming daily. Sometimes I'm streaming multiple times daily. Now, if you haven't noticed, I do stream multiple different types of games. So please be aware of that, that there are many different types of games and gameplay that I play. But other than that, thank you all for being here, and you all have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll wrap this up once this ballroom falls down. And I can just bless and get out of here. Again, have a wonderful rest of your day.